What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Kofi gang for being in here, being involved and being active. Today we are going to check another track of the first intro album of NF. This is Wake Up. This after Wait, where he was talking about a heartbreak, kind of like a desperate form of love, but it's home, a desperate need for the love of a love that seems to be fleeting away, but he wants it back. Wait, Don't Leave Me is a beautiful song. Now we're here with Wake Up. Let's check this out, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's see what it is about. Let's go.
You spend your life in a dream that you can't escape, 'cause you live your life in a coma, you never awake.
I always love how his videos has great angles for the lighting. Like, look at that. That kind of gives some form of like a presence, like him, he's there, but it's kind of like a ghost, and all of that was done because of the light that was coming inside of the room, and the red kind of curtain, everything else is dark, and he's right there, so it seems as though he's part of the light, kind of. It's very interesting.
You never awake. If you'd open your eyes, then maybe you'd see what's at stake. You're sleeping. You're sleeping. You make a lot of money and you live in a mansion and pretty much got everything that you could ever imagine.
Pause. Wow. That was a nice, slow, calming start, and then there was that wall of sound, and then the rap sets in. I love that.
You make a lot of money and you live in a mansion and pretty much got everything that you could ever imagine, but you feel like even though you got everything in the world, you got nothing. So what you do then is you start going backwards. You run in a direction and you looking for something that isn't real. No, you know it's that you just gotta have it. What you doing is sleeping and thinking that you're awakening not, and the problem is that you don't know what you're after. So you put
you're sleeping and thinking that you're awake.
backwards. You run in a direction and you looking for something that isn't real. No, you know it's that you just gotta have it. What you doing is sleeping and thinking that you're awakening not, and the problem is that you don't know what you're after. So you put everything that you have into what you do, hoping that one day maybe you don't have to feel like you're empty. But as you get older, a lot of weight in your shoulders is getting heavy. Then you look back and you start to regret things.
Oh man, I love he's talking about things that a lot of people have, the desires that a lot of people have to be successful so much, and then he's talking from the context of being able to achieve it, and yet when you achieve it, you realize that it's not all roses and rainbows, right? It's a lot of regret, a lot of things that you had to do, a lot of things that you had to forget. And I love that it's kind of showing what she had and what she is losing, because she's in this sleep of thinking that she has everything, but then you have to wake up to the fact that you actually don't have everything, even though you think you, kind of thing. Anyway, the more I listen to the song, the more I'm going to understand more. They are difficult bars to follow. I'm not really the best at breaking down bars, but I'm gonna do my best. You usually have to listen to a song like 3 or 4 times to really get everything. On the first listen is really difficult. I know you guys want me to break all the rap bars down. I can't do all of it. I'm being very honest. It's really tough to listen, especially the American accent is very difficult for me to listen to and understand as well. So pardon me.
But as you get older, a lot of weight in your shoulders is getting heavy. Then you look back and you start to regret things. You only get one life, and every time you look into yours, you feel like everything you have is a waste. And the problem and the reason you can never feel a hole in your life is because you were never awake. You spend your life in
Wow. Repeat that.
every time you look into yours, you feel like everything you have is a waste. And the problem and the reason you can never feel a hole in your life is because you were never awake.
The reason you feel you have a hole in your life is because you were never awake.
You spend your life in a dream that you can't escape.
Spend your life in a dream that you can't escape.
'Cause you live your life in a coma, you never awake.
Oh! Whoa, that scream kept me on my toes, bro. Where did that come from? That was sick. I love that she screamed in the water. Obviously, you can't hear, but then we heard it from NF.
You wake up in the morning but feel like you never got up and go to work, and you feeling like you ain't got a purpose, and you trying to get motivated but everything you do turns into a mess, like you ain't nothing but worthless. And yo, you look around,
man, you trying to do something but everything turns into a mess. You know, you feel like you're worthless, bro. Look. That's the feeling of the average person in their everyday life, man. I love that.
Around a lot of these other people you looking at, to you describe as perfect. So you point a finger at God and tell him to do his job and fix your life up, cause nothing is working. And you would try to hide it and make it seem like it's nothing, but really you feel like everything is crashing around you. And you developed the problem in trusting in other people, which later became an issue that would mentally pound you. You only get...
Whoa, I have to listen to that again. That went over my head. Whoa. Wait, first of all, wait, are we having a situation where we're having a contrasted life? So he lives next to the mansion that she lives in.
You wake up in the morning but feel like you never got up and go to work, and you feeling like you ain't got a purpose, and you trying to get motivated but everything you do turns into a mess, like you ain't nothing but worthless. And yo, you look around, a lot of these other people you looking at, to you describe as perfect. So you point a finger at God and tell him to do his job and fix your life up, cause nothing is working. And you would try to...
You're looking to God to fix your life up because nothing is working, because you're looking at other people and they seem to be perfect, because that's what you define as perfect, is them, but you never look at yourself to be that. So you pray to God for him to fix it because he's not doing his job right.
Oh my God. But really you feel like everything is crashing around you, and you developed the problem in trusting in other people, which later became an issue that would mentally pound you. You only get one life, but every time you look into yours you feel like all you ever see are mistakes. And the problem and the reason you can never move forward in life is because you were never awake.
Oh, whenever you look at your life, all you see is mistake, and the only reason why you feel that way is because you were never awake. I love that he talks about the average person, and then he talks about the extremely successful woman, right? And they all have holes in their life, and they look at their life and it's not perfect, and it's like, it's crazy because the normal human being really looks at their life and they never look into their own life as picture perfect. It's always projected outside us. The image of the perfect lifestyle is always projected outside of us. It's never looked, because we're asleep, we're never awake to the realities of life, to accept it, to grab life by the balls, right? Pause.
Wake up. You spend your life in a dream that you can't escape. Cause you live your life in a coma, you never awake.
I love that it's constantly in the background as well. That you know, kind of like freeing yourself from that dream that you've trapped yourself in, and then after that you just have to, you know, crush everything that you've built with your mind and restart, right?
Your life in a dream that you can't escape. Cause you live your life in a coma, you're never awake.
Incredible. Oh, they both grow old. Wow. They never woke up? Wow, that's interesting. The next track is going to be Notepad. It literally automatically skipped to that. So we're going to check out Notepad next. So stay tuned for Notepad. Oh, this is interesting, man. This is very interesting. Wake Up kind of reminds me of like an acceptance, or kind of calling himself out of weight, because weight was kind of like being doubled down in the very feeling he was talking about, everything in his life falling apart. You feel like you have a hole in your life. That's the problem, is you were never awake, you were asleep, right? So then in Wake Up, he's kind of like calling himself out of that desperate need for the thing that he thinks he needs, and then look around himself and really wake up and just live life and grab life by the balls, right? Rather than feeling that way. That's how I interpret it, at least in my mind anyway. So he's kind of like calling himself out to say wake up kind of thing. Anyway, that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think though. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Stay tuned for Notepad. It's coming out soon. In the meantime, check out all my reaction videos that I've done for NF in the past. Stay tuned and we're out. Peace.